Hi and welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss about birthday game question. So the question says, Yatharth and Anamika are playing a game. Anamika loves Yatharth very much and she wants to share a chocolate bar with him in which each square consists of an integer represented by AI. Okay, so we have a chocolate bar in which each square consists of an integer AI. She decides to share a contiguous segment. So we need a contiguous segment. Okay, our chocolate bar selected such that the length of the segment matches the month. Yatharth birthday month. Fine. So if this is a chocolate bar, fine. Each square will contain an AI element, and we need to select a continuous segment such that the length of this segment should be equal to the birthday month and the integers that are present inside. The addition of these integers should be equal to the birth date. Okay, and the sum of the integer is equal to his birthday D. Fine. You want to determine how many ways she can divide this chocolate, so how many contiguous subsequent we can get such that the length of the sequence is equal to the month and the summation of the integers should be equal to D. That is the question. Okay, so if we see the test case, it is nothing but 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. These are the values that are present on each chocolate bar square. Fine. And the D value is 4 and the M value is 2. So we need two length contiguous segments. Fine. Two length, and they should be contiguous, and the addition of their value should be 4. So this is two length segment and the addition is 2 plus 2 4. This is also a two length segment and the addition is 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So we have two such segments. There are other segments also. This is one such segment, but the addition is not equal to 4. This is also a segment, contiguous segment, but addition is not equal to 4. And we are just looking for M length segment, that is the birthday year or birthday month. Fine. So how we can solve this question? We know that we just need to search on the birthday month, nothing else, on the birthday month length. Fine. We just need to search on the birthday month length and that's it. That's our question. Fine. And for each search, we just need to find what is the sum, and if that sum matches our answer, that is nothing but D, then we can increment the count. Okay, and finally we will print the count. So a simple logic here, that we will traverse our array, and for each M size traversing, that means when I becomes equal to M each time. Okay, so 0 1, so now we have traversed 2, so M is 2, so we stop and we add, so the addition is 4, we increment the count, then we again begin, and so on. We can do this question, a very straightforward question like this. There is fine. So for each index, if we know what is the sum for each index, then we can solve this question even directly. For each index, if we know what is the sum, so for index 0 the sum is 2, for index 1 the sum is 4, for index 2 the sum is 5, for index 3 the sum is 8, and for index 4 the sum is 10. For each index, if we know the sum for each index, then we can solve this question pretty directly. Now we know what are the answers for each index, correct? Can you guys guess how we can solve this after we get this, let's say, sum array? Just pause the video and think. After we get this sum array, we know at each index what is the sum, so how you can get the answer? Just think about it. Okay, so if you know what is the sum at this particular index, and we need for every contiguous segment of length 2, because M equals to 2, so this is my segment of length 2. Okay, these are two lengths. So what is the sum of the two lengths? It is nothing but 4. So we get the answer as 4. Fine. Is 4 matching D? Yes. So we increment the count. Then for each segment we need to check. So this is another segment. What is the sum of this segment? How we will know this? What is the sum of this particular segment? The sum of this particular segment is nothing but 5 minus 2. That is nothing but 3. You can see the segment was 2 2 1. So the sum of this particular segment is nothing but the total sum minus this. Just see it. The total sum till this index minus this. The total sum till this index is here 5 minus 2 becomes 3. So if we want to know the sum of this particular element, this particular segment, so it is 2 2 1 3. So the total sum till here minus the sum till here gives me the sum of 1 plus 3. Correct? The total sum of 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, which is 8, minus the sum that is present till this index, gives me the sum of 1 and 3. Correct? So 8 minus 4. So how we can do this? It is nothing but the index that we are currently at. Fine. So the sum at our current index minus the sum when we subtract m from it. So 8, 3 minus 1 is 2. So when we subtract this, we get our answer pretty directly. 8 minus 4, we get a 4. And if we see that it is matching our D, we increment the count variable. So getting the sum array is pretty simple. You just need to add the values. 2 plus 2 is 4, store it. 2 plus 2 plus 1, store it. Fine. Creating sum array is simpler. After this, we just need to traverse our loop in two sets, in m length sets, and we just need to get the sum of that particular segment. And I just explained how you can get the sum of that particular segment. We have the total sum, okay, total sum minus the sum that is present before the segment gives me the sum that is present for the current segment. Fine. So that is how the question will be there. You can just try to implement on your own now. Just create a sum array. After creating the sum array, just run a loop for every m length segment and get the value of that m length segment, the sum of that m length segment. If it matches the D, increment the count, and finally when the loop is over, we will print the count. Okay, fine. Now we are going to see its implementation. Just see here, we have a sum array, our count. Okay, we have n, that is the size of our input array. We have taken the input array here, fine, in a vector. We can take it in an array. We are taking D and M as the input, and we are calling the find number of chocolate function. So this S represents our input array and the sum represents our sum array. Okay, now we are creating our sum array. After the sum array is created, now for each and every interval of m, we are checking whether the sum is equal to D or not. Okay, so for every interval of m, we are checking whether the sum is equal to D or not. If it is equal, we increment the count. Finally, we return the count. Fine. So create the steps are same. Create the sum array, and for each interval of m, check whether we have the sum equal to D or not. If the sum is equal to D, then increment the count and finally return the count. Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward question, a very direct question. Okay, using the prefix array, the sum array, we can solve this question. Fine. Without that also, we can solve this question, but this is a good approach. Okay, thank you.